Hey, we've got Caitlin back. Look, everybody, we found her. We know where she is. She didn't
Hello.
leave us entirely, which is lovely, really.
You know who I feel like I haven't seen in 9 years?
Who's that?
Septic.
Septic was here last night. Don't know if he'll be here tonight or not, but definitely was here last night. And uh there was the person I haven't seen in a while is Lori,
Hmm.
right? The one that made the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen her on in a while. Barbine's moving to San Antonio in 3 days.
I thought he was moving to Florida.
Mm, it's kind of. I feel like you may not have met Michael Barbine. Things change very quickly in that world. That world is full of changes that happen constantly.
We have to get Barbine a t-shirt.
We do. Barbine, where are we going to meet you to get you your t-shirt? Train dogs to detect deadly viruses. All right, cool. I did hear about this. Barbine shared with me some secret stuff that I'm not allowed to share, but now he's sharing it. So I guess, yeah, what he said.
What that guy said.
Yeah, exactly. Is it nap time? It sure. I mean,
I'm down.
yeah. Let's 1 hour of nap time, everybody. No, we're not doing any trivia. We're just doing naps. Shaggy says I would have had first, but I actually got an error from Twitch. It knew. It caught you, man. It knows what you're trying to do. All right. This is good, everybody. We've got people coming in, probably, and hopefully enough people. We'll see shortly if that's the case. Everybody know, and I will make me be quiet. That seems like the right thing to do. Is there a Zoom link? There is not. That's on Fridays. That's tomorrow. We will have the Zoom link. A free for all Friday is when we do that, and we will go live with that definitely tomorrow. So if you can join us tomorrow, you can definitely jump on the show. But we also have to get you a T-shirt. There's other people as well that we need to get T-shirts, and honestly, I've forgotten the list. Do you know the list? We need to do that at some point.
I think it's Patrick, Nico, Mordecai, Barbine,
Ian maybe as well needs one.
Ian. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I haven't announced it because they haven't been here, but the winner last week was Nunya Business, and then Nunya Business hasn't joined us since then. So not sure how to get them their T-shirt, but there it is. All right. Danny says, in a meeting with my noise off, but going to be answering questions. All right. There you go. So won't be listening to the show, but we'll be seeing the questions come up. Don't forget, everybody, you get free points if you come in and just say first, second, or third in the correct order. Or if you share the show on Facebook and you see the little alert show up here. Or you get a, if you host on Twitch. That's another way. Christina wants a shirt, but we don't have the lady shirts. I know that you really wanted it like tailored, and we don't have that. Unfortunately, I am sorry. But ironically, Christina, if you'd come and played last week, you may have won it. How many points did Nunya Business have?
4.
4 points. You needed 5 points to get a T-shirt last week. Just so you know, 5 points. That was what you needed. So you can definitely get a T-shirt these days. It's not that hard. You just swing by for a few days in the week, and you're likely to get a T-shirt.
Just show up on Monday.
Yeah, just something to think about. Ian has 2 points this week. Yeah, see, there you go. You just have to beat out Ian. But Ian's even got a
We
T-shirt.
have enough people, by the way.
All right, we've got 10 people. That's fantastic. Let's see who they all are. Nico is here. Shaggy, Melissa, Mordecai, Barbine, Ian, Karen, Danny, Emily, Patrick down here, Christina, and those are all of our folks, it looks like. Hopefully nobody's going to leave. I've noticed, Christina, you kind of have ditched out the last couple times. And I know that Barbine tends to zoom out a little bit, but we're going to give that a try. Who's DR asking the question?
Dr. Emily.
Yeah,
It's Emily.
that's Emily. That's Dr. Emily. You knew her before as Emily on Facebook. But yeah, Dr. Emily. Sometimes we call Dreamly just because that's what it looks like. But Emily, you can see her on Facebook as well. It says Emily Yanisco. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Maloney.
Maloney. And then she just has a Twitch handle. But yeah, ramen is so much better with nori. Oh, that's good. That's the crispy seaweed like sheet. That's yummy. All right. So there we go.
I think ramen's better with butter.
That is true. Shaggy says, I secretly call her Emmy Poo.
Not a secret anymore.
No, it's not. It is no longer a secret.
Now it's just horrifying.
So today, don't forget, is a theme Thursday. That means every question and or answer has a thread through them all. If you guess the theme at the end, you will get a portion of the bank. The way we get it is that bank is everybody who shares or hosts the show adds 5 points to the bank. Okay, so if 10 people share or host the show, then that means that you will get 50 points in the bank. And then at the end, everybody gets a share of that who gets it correct. All right, and we usually trend upwards. We round up.
Ian has lost a point.
And if you try to guess the theme early, you lose a point, which is what Ian has just done. They add a butter bomb to it, and also the spice bomb. Butter bomb. I haven't heard of a butter bomb. There's a place down in DC that's pretty good. It has a spice bomb. Little too much spice for me. I'll order a spice bomb on the side and just put a little bit in there just to get a little bit of bite to it. But sorry guys, I try to pop in and out. I didn't know that I had to stay. You don't have to stay. You're not gonna be upset anybody. But to get points, you have to answer the questions, and we want to get you to win, right? So you get a T-shirt, and that's how you're gonna do it. All right, let's move on to question number 1.
Question number 1.
Yes.
Puck, Juliet, and Cressida are all Shakespearean named moons of what planet?
If you were around for a couple of weeks ago, you might have a hint on this. There was some discussion of this.
Oyster sauce is very good in ramen.
Yeah. Put garlic, chili sauce, sesame oil, oyster sauce, fish sauce, ponzu, soy sauce, teriyaki. That is a lot of things. Oh my goodness. Those are all of the things just about. All right, we've got some answers coming in. Yeah? Why is that?
You'll see.
Okay. I will see, I promise. 20 seconds left to get the answers in. Ian says it's Alexander Graham Bell. That's who we started with on our speed run of Wikipedia yesterday.
Oh.
We didn't do that today because we had so many people coming in right at the beginning. So we didn't need to wait around at all. But it's a good way to waste some time. We went from Alexander Graham Bell to the Virgo supercluster. It was not easy, apparently. Time's up. Let's go to the chat and see how people did. Let's see. Christina, we don't have an answer from you. You got to jump in here. You can always, you can't use Google. You can't search. You can't look up it on Wikipedia. But, if you want to, you can cheat off of anybody else in the chat. You're just jumping on their boat. And that might get you some points as well. So something to think about there. For the record, Emily, if you like that combination, there's actually a version of a ramen. It's not even a ramen. It's a thicker noodle. But we found it at the latte, I think it was. And it's got an oyster sauce on it. Super good. It's really delicious.
Really good.
Mm-hmm. So that might be something to check out as well. Although this now brings into my mind, does ramen not have eggs? Is that a thing? I guess I never.
The noodle, you mean?
Yeah, I never really thought of it. Noodles, I always think have eggs in them. So, oh, okay, yeah, okay, it does have eggs. There you go. She wrote it right as I said that. I was wondering. I was like, wow, I'm so torn by that. What is your allergy to eggs? What does it do? Do you actually break out? Do you stop breathing? Is it that type of thing?
Yeah, she went to the hospital. They thought it was her gallbladder.
I mean, it sounds terrible. All right, so time is up. We've got people who are guessing Venus, few Venuses, Alexander Graham Bell, Uranus, Saturn, a couple more Uranuses, Uranus with a Y.
Why not?
It's like Uri, I guess. Uranus.
Uranus.
Diana says, mix the spice packet with peanut butter and a smidgen of hot water for a spicy peanut sauce for your ramen. I feel like you'd need the spice packet, peanut butter, and like some heat, because the spice packet usually isn't spicy. It's salty, right?
Yeah.
So you need to throw, I
guess
think.
It depends on the one you get.
That's true. I guess it does depend on that. But if you put some, I would imagine if you use some of the sriracha in there, it would probably be delicious.
Or gochujang.
Yeah, if you like sriracha, but I could see it working well. All right, so what is the correct answer?
So Nico got this wrong, and I'm super surprised because Nico is the one. I had written this question already
Yeah.
for last week, and then Nico said something in the chat about how Oberon is a moon of Uranus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought Nico would know this one straight off the bat.
Right.
It's Uranus.
Yeah. It is, and I think in the chat, like, did she not say it was Uranus that was the planet? So you switched your answer, Nico.
She's distracted by kittens. Says
Yeah,
Monica.
but she's distracted by kittens that you were going to name after those moons.
She's literally going to name one of them off.
She voted. That's great. Okay. Let's see. I was so hungry today because I was so busy and nothing was quick to eat except the eggs. 3 protein bars were not enough. Allergic to was exhibited by crippling abdominal pain so bad I went to the ER. That sounds terrible. That is not a thing that you want to do. Kimchi and Robin is good. All right, there we go. That's no moon. It says distracted by kittens, but really she's just playing with kittens is what she's admitted to.
Same thing.
Which is what we would all do if we're being honest. Let's move on to question number 2.
Question number 2. As of 2020, what was the net worth of Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, to the closest billion, please?
Closest billion.
This is a pretty up-to-date number.
Okay, pretty up-to-date number. Recently updated number. In fact, all of this was going to be all the questions were from last week, and then it was updated again this week, just so you know. We got lots of good answers coming in. This is good. People around, we've got around 24 to 53 billion right now. 249 billion.
That's a hell of a jump.
Yeah, you definitely jumped out from you've taken it to new levels there, Patrick.
What would I do with $200 billion?
It
what
wouldn't
does that
matter.
even look like?
Like once you get above like $10 billion, there's nothing more you can do.
Yeah.
It's a crazy amount of money. I saw a YouTube video where the guy who was doing it had it linked to his phone and it was counting off money, right? And to get to $1 million, you had to walk about the distance of like a football field,
Mhm.
right? And to get to $1 billion, he had to get in his car and drive 3 hours.
Oh.
Because it's 1,000 million, right? So
Yeah.
think of it as 1,000 football fields. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, you have to think of it as 300,000 yards or something, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it turns out into miles and stuff, but it's a ton, right? I mean, it's huge.
It's
and then
crazy.
imagine when it's more than that, right?
Right.
So then take that and do 10 and you're like, there's nothing you can't do at that point. People do nothing with all that money. There's nothing that can be done with that money. So why no one needs to have all that money. I mean, yeah, nobody needs to have that money. That is absolutely fair. There is no human need for that much money. All right, so we've got a bunch of answers in, and 4 Karens.
Okay.
4 Karens have come in. And so the first question we have to ask, I guess, is Did anyone get it correct?
No.
No one got it correct. This is the interesting thing is that we had some people in the 24 to 53 billion area, right? And then we had one person with 250 billion, basically. So, who would you say was closest?
Patrick.
Yeah. Yeah, Patrick was closest. What is the actual number?
189. It's actually 188.7.
Yeah. So there it is. That's a lot. That is an order of magnitude, at least an order of magnitude more than you would ever be able to do anything with. And arguably 2 orders of magnitude more than you would ever need. And you could probably also say that it's like 5 orders of magnitude more than most people would need for any reasonable thing. Because if you have like 10 million, right? 10 million is less than it used to be. Like if you have $1 million, that's not really a big deal. Like if you, especially a net worth, that's not really that impressive. But 10 million, now you're definitely like, you're doing all right for yourself, right? Because you might be able to take the interest off of that, and you'd have probably a lower income, but you would do all right. And then, but if you get to like the 100 million mark, like you're pretty much done at that point.
Right.
Like I think that's really all you need. Then you get to 1 billion, definitely 10 billion. You could just buy anything 6 times over and you're good. And then 188 billion is just off the charts ridiculous. Now, the key thing to keep in mind is he doesn't have that money.
No.
He just happens to own stocks in Amazon, and Amazon's worth an absolute, ton. Yeah. So he would have to like sell his company that he made to actually have access to that money. Nico, I'd like to buy the Earth, please. That's fair. All right, downside, Ben & Jerry's ice cream has eggs in it. Many ice creams don't. Gelato does. Upside, Ben & Jerry's makes a lot of the same flavors than their non-dairy option with no eggs. So win. Fun fact, sometimes things say they are not non-dairy but still have eggs. I wouldn't consider eggs dairy, so that seems reasonable to me. Dairy and eggs are 2 different things in my mind.
Melissa agrees.
Yeah. Ian has shared. You may want to give him a point. My favorite order of magnitude illustration 1 million seconds ago was 12-ish days. 1 billion seconds ago was 31 years ago. Yeah. It is a staggering number. All right. That is it. Let's go on to question number 3.
Question number 3. Candlestick Park, former home of the San Francisco Giants, was demolished in 2015. Who was the last person to perform there?
It's a good question. All right, get your answers in. Yes, you have to be careful when reading ingredients lists. That's very true. I was dating someone who was a celiac, and this was before it was like popular. Before, for instance, people who weren't celiacs were avoiding gluten. Like that wasn't a thing. Like she couldn't eat gluten and then said like, oh, I can't have gluten. And people were like, cool, what's that? And there were all kinds of things that had gluten in it that just shouldn't have. It was insane. Sour cream. There was sour cream that had modified food starch in it, which then has gluten in it. And you're like, why would I have to look at sour cream? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was the norm. There were so many things that they just used it as like filler. And so you had to look at the ingredients of everything. And then as she was getting better, her system was kind of so wrecked that in order to kind of turn things around, she had to go on a very strict diet, which included no dairy. Trying to get rid of all dairy things and all gluten things doesn't leave much. It's like very...
You just get meat and veg.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things, and God forbid you want to go out and eat. That's not happening. Soy, it's in everything, and my friend has a huge allergy to it. Basically can't eat any pre-made foods. Yeah, I would think corn as well is a big one because we have so much just useless corn in the United States. Chipotle in
Chipotle in adobo sauce, like in the can.
Oh, Chipotle and adobo, I
In
guess?
adobo.
Oh,
So
in
it's
adobo.
like a sauce that they soak the chipotle peppers in.
Oh, okay.
So you can get it in a can. It's like a little red can like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, why would you think that that would be a thing? I don't even It's crazy. My partner's both gluten-free and dairy-free. That's tough. That is difficult. Soy sauce does not have gluten. I feel like soy sauce does, but tamari doesn't. I feel like
Right.
that's what we learned, because soy sauce actually has wheat in it, but tamari doesn't.
Right.
And they taste very, very similar. In fact, tamari's arguably a little better. It's like a more intense flavor. All right, so we've got a few answers. They might be giants. Jack B. Nimble, Jack B. Quick, Paul McCartney, Justin Bieber, Beyonce, and that looks like all of the answers. Did anyone get it correct?
Yes.
What is the correct answer?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. There we go. Most soy sauces don't, but some do. Yeah, I think the crappy soy sauces don't have it. Like if you get the cheapest ones, they're just kind of salty water with coloring in them. But like the better soy sauces do, like the more traditional ones. But then tamari doesn't, so you can get away with that. Question number 4. Oh,
Question
are
number
you
4.
are you
I'm just
fact
going.
checking me?
Yeah, I'm checking like the most well-known brand of soy sauce.
Yeah.
How many teaspoons are there in a cup?
How many teaspoons in a cup? Do they still use teaspoons and cups and stuff in the UK? Do they use a different system?
Yeah, this is a U.S. measure,
All right.
not the imperial cup.
I thought we were the imperial. Is there a metric cup?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's another kind of cup.
Oh my goodness. Nico says that they have solid poopies.
Yes.
I don't know if they're talking about the cats or
So Kikkoman has gluten in it. It's made of wheat,
Yep.
soybeans, organic wheat, salt, and water. But their gluten-free soy sauce is made of rice instead of wheat.
Emily, did you like look it up and then shout the answer into the chat before time is up? It's an interesting tactic. Looked it up earlier to measure food. I should have known. I'm just saying, maybe if we shout the answers after time is up, that would be better. If anybody has that thought. Because up until that point, I don't think people were absolutely certain they're not. But time's almost up on Facebook. So here we go. Time's up. Yes, they have a gluten-free option, and it is delicious. There you go.
But that's not, she didn't shout the answer because that's not the right unit of measure. We asked how many teaspoons.
That's true. It's 16 tablespoons. I got it. That was my fault. I read it wrong. All right. So, is it gluten free? Is what we need to find out. Is Kikkoman gluten free?
I think so.
I would hope so. Yeah. I wish I could shoit.
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 Patrick said she's shoited.
Yeah. All right, so time's up. What is the correct answer?
48.
48.
Balls.
Oh no, what?
I'm just doing the scores wrong. No big deal.
Danny was the first in. Karen and Nico and Mordecai all
I just gave
also got
everybody
that.
2 points instead of.
Give them all 2 points.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Everybody gets 2 points. 2 points for you. 2 points for
Both
you.
2 points.
You get 2 points. You get 2 points. You get 5 points because I like your hat. All right, let's move. Maybe you should not drop your phone and break your damn screen fucking always. You two have the most phone unluck than I've ever seen. You're the most unlucky phone people. My goodness. Question number 5.
On what day in 1912 did the ill-fated Titanic hit an iceberg and sink? We're looking for the month and day.
So we need the date in 1912 when it happened.
I don't need day of the week or anything crazy like that.
Right. And we want the point that it hit the iceberg, right? Like if it went over midnight, we're not talking about like when they got rescued and stuff like that.
No.
We're looking for the hit of the iceberg. Surprising. We got a couple. It happened on Christmas. I didn't know that. Shaggy has enlightened me. I feel like Shaggy was trying to drag people onto his boat, which happened to also be the Titanic. Let's see. We've got some people in April. An iceberg in April. That seems late in the season, right? Doesn't it? I don't know. Could be, but Emily has a story for you, but can't put it here on chat because I shared and stuff, but remind me to tell you later.
Okay.
All right. That's good. Nico knows that it's close to her birthday. All right. Well, time's up. We're going to go over to the chat. It looks like a lot of people around the April 15th and April 14th time period. So some people are going to be right. Some people are going to be wrong here because we've definitely looked pretty split along the lines. So we'll see. Nico says it snows on my birthday all the time. It doesn't. If it's in April, no. It doesn't snow on your birthday all of the time. Well, I guess you're in
Annapolis.
They're in Annapolis. No, that's still. There's no way you're getting snow all of the time in April.
Maybe if you lived with Danny, I would believe you.
Yeah. If you were up in like Vermont, done. I'm with you. I may be New Jersey. That still seems low. Flurries only. Okay.
How about Connecticut?
I like that Mordecai is stepping back. Like, whoa, it's flurries.
Easy does it there, Nico.
All right. So time's up. Looks like it's going to be either April 15th or April 14th. Is one of those two correct?
Yeah.
Is it April 15th?
Yes.
The 14th does not get it. Danny got it correct. Melissa, Patrick, and Emily all get points. Oh, very well done. I have the Facebook reminders to prove it. It still makes me very angry. Also, when taxes are due. So taxes didn't used to be due then. And then when the Titanic happened, they figured it would distract from all of it and make it a worse day. It doesn't count as snow if there's no accumulation. That's fair. I feel like that's a fair assessment. If there's no chance you're going to get out of school from it, just saying. It sank on the 15th. Oh, okay. Did it get hit on the 14th? Is that what we're trying to... Is there actually, Caitlin, happening right now?
I don't know. I looked it up and
goodness.
it said that it hit on the 15th.
All right, everyone, we're going to start. We're going to start on gochujang pepper paste, and then you have to make it to the Titanic on Wikipedia. Go. I figure that'll keep them busy while you're checking this. What are you finding? Let's see.
Fuck. Literally 11:40 p.m.
11:40 p.m. on what?
The iceberg was spotted.
Was spotted. And did it take them 20 minutes to hit it?
Between 2:10 a.m. and 2:15 a.m., a little over 2.5 hours after the Titanic struck the iceberg. So basically at fucking midnight. Why do I try?
You do this to yourself.
I don't know why I try.
I was putting, actually, Caitlin, when people did that yesterday, even though it was just Keith by himself, it was a fact. I was actually, Caitlin, at least a couple times, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't need links. Thank you. I can Google.
Are we going to give them points? Or
Yes, I have to redo all the points.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We could also just use the Wheel of Fate.
No.
No? Oh, okay. I feel like that's what the Titanic used. It was just the steering wheel of fate right into The iceberg
Of fate.
of fate. I think you still get 2 points to Danny. First one to answer, right?
But they answered incorrectly.
Oh, I thought you said it was like at midnight.
So the record, it says that he spotted the iceberg at 11:40. So presumably that was like so close to hitting the iceberg that there was nothing they could do to recover, which would mean it's very close to 11:40, which is before midnight.
I've also heard the term trying to turn the Titanic. So who knows? It might take 20 minutes to turn the Titanic.
Yeah. All right. Karen,
All right.
Diana,
Taking it from some folks and give it to other folks. You all have to fight.
Nico.
Let's see.
Mordecai.
You can't Google. I don't believe it, says Shaggy. He believes that you do not possess the ability.
Yep.
Mordecai says the Titanic struck a North Atlantic iceberg at 11:40 p.m. So according to his quote, they were like, "Oh my God, there's an iceberg!" Bam!
Yeah.
It happened in the same minute. Everyone's so obsessed with what happened to the Titanic, nobody acknowledges the damage to the iceberg. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor iceberg.
Poor iceberg.
No.
Probably didn't even survive.
Yeah. It ended up melting. That's how we started global warming, crashing and breaking icebergs. Good point. Did you know at one point in history, the United States was the largest exporter of ice? Yeah, that was a fact. Because they would go to the Great Lakes and just cut up the Great Lakes. And they would send gigantic blocks of ice. They would put like hay and stuff on it so it wouldn't melt as quickly. And
My
insulate it.
grandparents were around when they would deliver you a block of ice
Yeah.
for your ice box.
Mm-hmm. You'd put the ice in the top of the box, and then the cold would go down and keep your stuff cool.
Yeah.
And then it would melt, and you'd have to have a new block of ice.
New block of ice.
Mm-hmm.
Delivered with big tongs. Luckily, they were on the first floor of their apartment building.
That is where the tong song came from.
No.
Tong, ta-dong, dong, dong.
No.
No? They used to deliver ice in dumps like a truck. A lot of people didn't know that.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why you never mess with Nana. And Nana, she has an ice pick. All right, let's go to question number 6.
Canada is the largest exporter of what fruit?
Ice.
I'm putting you all on notice. That was your last. Well, actually, Caitlin. You get one per game. And now you're done.
You're on notice now. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I mean, I was probably the reason, right? Because you said, what day in 1912 did the ill-fated Titanic hit an iceberg and sink? So technically both of them are right because it hit an iceberg and it sank on a different day.
I don't even care.
Nope, you don't care. All right. I assume it could have hit other icebergs on other days and not sank.
Yeah,
I guess
totally.
that's...
Why not?
So nobody's guessing ice fruit, which is weird because I would feel like that's a front runner for Canada.
Moose fruit.
Good old moose tracks.
Mm.
Moose tracks, which I think is a fruit. It's definitely a vegetable. Time's up. We're going to the chat. Ian says it's Justin Bieber. I think he may have made an inappropriate homosexual joke there.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what might have been. Shame on you. You're better than that. Nico goes with schnozberries, which tastes like schnozberries.
Thank you for asking, Karen. My herbs are doing great. I just used some lemon thyme and rosemary in our pork chops tonight.
Mm-hmm. And it was delicious.
Keith says it was good.
How do you know? Have you asked him? Maybe he is not telling people because he's afraid that you're going to judge him. Time is up. A lot of people are very judgy about Justin Bieber. Not necessarily because of his orientation, because of music. A lot of people say blueberries. That's what a lot of people say. Shaggy went with the fruit of Florida. I guess it's a hanging fruit down at the bottom of the United States. No? Is it blueberries?
Yep.
It is! I am surprised that people know this. Canadian blueberries. I wonder if they got it from the Psych episode where Sulu wanted blueberries when he was going to a Comic-Con. Sexuality is a spectrum. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have anything to do with light. I don't know if that's true. Jury's still out. I think he dates women, at least publicly. Yeah, who knows? Shaggy second guess is blueberries.
Yeah.
Which are just marshmallows. Question number 7.
Question number 7. During the penalty phase of this murder trial, who told the media, "I am the devil, and the devil always has a bald head"?
I feel like they didn't say it in that tone.
I swear to God, Melissa.
Why are we now putting the Titanic in?
Oh, because she did it. She got to the speed run.
Melissa was still doing the speed run. That's funny. Well done, Melissa.
I thought she was taunting me.
No, I did the wiki speed run, the Wikipedia speed run. That's great. I was just being a jerk about that, but I have a feeling that Melissa's a fan of these speed runs. We've got a few people that are definitely interested in it. People were digging on it. Everyone was having a lot of fun when we did it, I think. I've did I come too late to do a speed run? No, we didn't have. We'll do one at the end of the show. We'll do a speed run at the end of the show. Everybody came in so quickly that we didn't need to wait, and so we just kind of got into it. But you know what? Just because everyone's been awesome, this is your new favorite thing. All right, cool. Well, then Is
it better than marble racing?
Oh, that's a tough one. Better than marble racing. Wikipedia speed runs. We're gonna have a Wikipedia speed run club.
I think tomorrow I might find a way to use more herbs from our garden. I might use some parsley in our butter chicken.
That seems good. All right, time's up over on Facebook as well. It looks like a lot of people were saying, let's see, People versus Larry Flint isn't actually a person. That is a case. I think the only guess was Charlie Manson or Charles Manson. Will you accept either of those as the correct answer?
Charles Manson is the answer.
How about Charlie Manson? That's what his friends called him. Hey, Charlie.
All right, fine.
Hey, Charlie Manson. Remember that video?
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie. All right.
Ooh, that was too close. That was good.
Thank you.
Creepy.
Chuck. Good old Chucky Manson. Let's move on to question number 8.
Not Chucky.
No.
I will not accept that answer. Question number 8. The Czech Republic is a landlocked country bordered by Austria to the south, Germany to the west, Poland to the northeast, and what fourth country to the southeast?
Nico says, "Oh,
I would be so mad.
I do love marble racing now." Went to spices, then shipping pathways to ships to cruise liners to Titanic. Oh, there we go. And forgot to answer. Nico is so busy with other things. So busy with kittens who have solid poops.
So busy with kitten ass.
Are you still team Raspberry Racers? Do you have a team for Marbula 1? Look at this. These are very important questions that people are asking.
Where's Craig when you need him?
Yep.
I know where Craig is.
Oh, Ian has an answer.
Canada.
Yeah.
The European country of Canada.
His favorite European country, Canada. All right, let's go to the chat. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be pissed because I'm
Slovak.
Slovakian?
Slovak.
It's Slovak? I thought it was Slovakian. What is
Slovak.
Slovakian?
I think that's the language.
Oh, I've definitely heard that word before, but it wasn't in our language. All right. So waiting for Facebook to catch up, and then we will get to the answer. All right. Time's up. We definitely have Slovakia. We've got Turkey, Canada, which I'm pretty sure is wrong. Nico has announced the Orangers as her team. That's good. And then Nico has jumped on the Slovakia boat as well. Is the answer Slovakia?
Try it again.
Slovakia. Is the answer Slovakia?
Yes.
It is. Slovak is the language. What
Emily
is
has an
Slovakian?
explanation.
It's a generational thing. Older people say Slovak and younger people say Slovakia, Slovakian. Interesting. So, Emily, you're saying that you're old.
Yes.
That turned around in a bad way, didn't it? All right. So, Emily, the old person, has taught us something. Nika says, that's why I'm a Yankees fan, because I like to root for winners. I get it. It's the language of my people. Oh, Shaggy, you and Emily can get together and have borscht or whatever happens. What's in Slovakia? What food is there? There's something, right? There has to be. I don't know what it would be. National food of Slovakia. It says shoes. That's weird.
It say shoes.
Whoop. Yeah, just
Haluski.
What?
Haluski.
Haluski? All right. What is that first part? Yeah, go on. Just run at it. Take a running. You start from the other side of the room. Just run straight into it and just own it.
I'm very interested by the sheep's milk cheese sauce and fried bacon.
There you go. It is obviously Bridenstov Haluski. Nailed it. You're welcome.
Amazing. And pierogies. There's pierogies in Slovakia. And cabbage soup.
That is a speed run of that
goulash.
word.
You would love it. They got goulash.
I don't think I'm a goulash person.
I thought you liked goulash.
I don't think that's right. Was that what I liked before?
I thought you liked Hungarian goulash.
I don't know. I feel like goulash has a bunch of different like veggies in it.
No, you make it without the veggies.
Meat goulash. Basically spetzel, stuffed cabbage. These freaking kittens better be this cute on the cam tomorrow. My family defected prior to World War I. That's interesting to know. Kapustinka. Nailed it. I made pierogies as a kid in a church basement. Tiny ones, though, not the big ones in the Middle Eastern countries. All right. It was alternately, if you believe that. An altar boy. That makes more sense. I was like, I don't believe that because I don't even know what that word is. All right, let's move on to question number 9. Are we to question number 9 already?
Yep.
All right.
The goal of what game is traverse 134 colorful spaces to find the lost king?
All right. What is the goal of what game? We need the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Let's find out what it is. Get your answers in.
Answers.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Penultimate and Gunter, which are not even games I'm familiar with.
Those ain't made by Hasbro.
Shaggy says that I wouldn't say I'm a good Catholic boy. I mean, I don't know what it takes, so I'm a worse Catholic boy. All right, we've got a couple different answers. Candyland and Go. Did go to Catholic school, got smacked around by nuns. Was that just like last week? Or is that when you were younger? Because I don't think you were supposed to be at the Catholic school recently. That's probably why they're smacking you around. Ian says it's football, the game of football. you kind of have to be if you're Slovak. At least that's what I've learned. Every goddamn male family member on the Slovak side of my family was an altar boy. Interesting.
Can we just, good Catholics and bad Catholics in the chat, can we spell altar correctly? ALTAR?
No. What we're saying is that they altered them.
Yeah.
I feel like the Catholic Church did that. It altered some boys. Nah. Let's see, Facebook time's up. All right. A lot of people saying Candyland. That's the far and away winner here. Is Candyland the correct answer?
Yep.
Is it one word or two words?
It is, I don't know,
Oh,
2 words.
2 words. So only one person got it correct. Just Emily.
Sure.
No, everybody I think gets points, but
Why'd you ask if you weren't going to let me steal points from people?
well, I don't want them to hate you.
Got my fucking hopes up.
to be nasty.
Yes.
I nearly burned down the church once, says Shaggy. Oh, that doesn't seem like a very good altar boy at all. Don't make them alter their spelling with an A. Get it? Lighting candles is hard. It's not that hard. Let's go to question number 10.
What is the largest capital city in the world by area?
Is this by population?
Go to hell.
Is it? I just need to know. Is it square footage or like the area of the population? Like if I were to lay down the entire population, how much area they would take up? Is that what you're looking for?
If everyone laid out like a starfish.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you wanted? I think I know what that one is. It's
But there's no Facebook people tonight, so the Facebook chat is just you saying time is up over and over again.
Right, yeah. Everybody pretty much has left Facebook in general. Casey was here for a little bit. Didn't say anything.
Christina was here and is gone now.
Christina stuck around long enough just to say that she didn't know that she needed to stick around and then didn't.
We miss you, Christina.
Yeah. Christina would really like a t-shirt, but would not like to participate to get a t-shirt.
Nobody is answering this question.
Mm-hmm. That's very strange because time is up. So we're going to go over to the chat and we'll see. Interesting that nobody really, we just, people right at the end just started Karening.
Is there just like a delay that we're not aware of?
Like a bunch of people are going to throw Karen and then watch. Somebody's going to throw the correct answer in at the last second just to mess with everyone. We're waiting on Facebook here. Let's see what Facebook delay there is. All right. Time is up on Facebook. So, just before Ian was able to answer, Shaggy has apparently disappeared. No, he's here. He was lighting candles and was on fire. I was an acolyte, says Emily. Oh. All right. A lot of people saying Karen. We have Nairobi. We've got Nairobi, sorry. Sydney, Tokyo. Those are the ones. Mexico City just after time. 2 seconds after time. And then follow-up answer of Canada for Nico. Can't tag him on Twitch anymore, which means he's gone. Oh, that's very sad. Got caught up playing Bloodborne. When the show is not entertaining enough on its own, please make sure that you are also doing a video game. All right, so what is the correct answer? Tokyo. So Danny got it correct after a bunch of people threw Karens out. And unfortunately, that means everyone who threw a Karen, minus a point. Oh, Danny, you are a cruel mistress. Oh, Lord, will you do this to people?
Share points.
Let's go to the share points and find out what we're going to end up with in our total bank. I'm going to refresh here because I believe we had some shares. Oh, you shut up, me. It says 4 shares there. Barbine shared twice. Nico shared once. And Emily shared once. I totally forgot to share. Count me as a share because I should have shared.
Okay.
So put that into the bank. I'm putting 5 points of my own points in because I forgot to share.
Okay.
And then let's go to the host and see. All right, Emily gets a point. Mordecai gets a point. Looks like Shaggy. Yeah. Trey.
True.
Patrick. Nico and Danny. Shaggy says he multitasks. He's very talented that way. Let's see. We're used to this by week 20. Yes.
So, and also me and
Yeah, 9 total is
Gaming
what
Time.
I've got. Yeah, and
so we got 11, 14.
yes, that's what I have as well. So 5 times 14,
70.
70 points on the board right now. Remember, this was a theme Thursday, so we are going to open up the clock here and allow guesses in just a moment. Remember that everybody who guesses correctly is going to get a portion of the bank, the 70 points. But you don't get any extra points for being first. So it's up to you how you want to handle this strategy-wise. You just have to get it in by the end of the 60 seconds, and I'll count those down for you. So keep that in mind. That might be something strategy-wise. Are you ready, Caitlin?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to open up the time starting now. What was the theme of tonight's show? What was the theme for Theme Thursday? Go ahead and guess in the chat. If you get it correct, you will get a share of 70 points. 70 points for today. That's probably like the second highest that we've had, I feel like. We had the one where it carried over. It was like 100-something points. But this might be the second highest one.
Yeah.
I feel like it's usually right around the 50-point mark.
Yeah.
Usually.
Because remember, Diana, we kept getting it as 50 points. Diana won all the points that one time.
Yeah. Remember that when Diana got them all? All right. We're down to 20 seconds. 20 seconds right now. And now 15 seconds. And down to 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
Oh, I really thought I gave him an easier one this time.
Yeah, it did seem like it might be, but that was more difficult than people thought. We may have
go to Facebook.
Oh yeah, I didn't. You know what? I paused it too. That's part of the problem because I went and did the shares. I knew this was going to come back and bite me, and yet 4, 3. There we go. All right, so time is up over on Facebook as well. All right, that's it, everybody. Now we're gonna go and throw. You know what? Before we give the answer, we are going to throw the hints up on the screen so that people can see if they want to change their guesses. You don't get points for changing your guesses, but you just get kind of a check for getting it right after you see the hints. So here we go. The theme today. Here were the words that we gave you. What do you think the theme was today? Let's see. So question number 1 had the character of Puck in it, right? Question number 2, what was that about?
Jeff Bezos' net worth.
Yeah. Question number 3.
Candlestick Park.
Candlestick Park. Question number 4.
Was literally about how many teaspoons are in a cup.
A cup, right? 5. Iceberg.
Iceberg.
Yep. 6, Canada, the country of Canada, was mentioned. 7, there's a penalty.
Penalty phase.
The penalty phase. 8, we took a little liberties with this, by the way. Czech, which is a country, and then Czech.
Homophone of the word Czech.
Yeah, the Czech is the thing when you run into somebody, and then goal, right, was in there. What's the goal?
The goal of what game?
And then 10, capital.
As in capital city.
Yeah, and that was in the capital city, and that would have referenced perhaps, if people were to guess, the hockey team here in Washington D.C., known as the Washington Capitals. All of this has to do with hockey, which we've had the playoffs start.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was a little thematic as well.
I wrote this last week when I was super excited about the playoffs starting.
Exactly, yeah. So I don't think anyone got this,
Wait,
though.
do the last one.
With the last one?
I thought it was hockey when they first used puck, but then I realized it was buttholes.
You're sticking with buttholes. All right.
All right.
I want to record how many games are delayed because of overtime.
I want a record.
Oh, a record. Yeah. There's a bunch of them going a little late at this point, or a lot late. All right. So there it is. A few people guessed it right afterwards. That is good, but nobody guessed it before.
Yeah, Mordecai said hockey teams, but it's
Very
really
close.
not that.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of these things aren't team related.
Have nothing to do with hockey teams.
You could say Canada and Czech and Capitals. Those could all be hockey teams, right? I would assume. Oh, Ian has a, well, actually, Caitlin. There you go.
Uranus is a term for butthole. Is a term for Jeff Hole.
No,
Oh.
Uranus is a term for butthole. Uranus.
Jeff Bezos is definitely a butthole.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney is a butthole. If you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you're a butthole.
Yeah.
All of the rich buttholes got to the Titanic lifeboats first. Canada has closed their borders to American buttholes. Charles Manson is most definitely a butthole. Many World War II war criminals were Slovakian. What? And Nazis were buttholes. Kings. Buttholes. Am I right or am I right? Tokyo has the most advanced toilets in the world for your butthole.
There you go. So maybe the theme was buttholes. What's that?
Mordecai says, I was thinking caps and kings because I said looking for the lost king. And he
Oh.
just ignored the rest of them.
Gotcha. You had Kings in, what was that one? That was in goal, right? 9 and 10. So Kings and Capitals. Last two questions. So that's not a bad guess. 4 out of the 10, you could argue, had hockey teams in them.
Wait, which ones?
King and Capitals,
Mhm.
right? And then Canada and Czech for the Olympics,
Oh, the Olympics.
right? Those are hockey teams.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of the others will get it, unfortunately.
No.
And he says, is this the mic drop for, well, actually, Caitlin Ian? Want a funny IG to follow Instagram. Check out Secret Buttholes. Totally safe, FYI. There you go. We need some safe buttholes in the world. That's good. All right, everybody. That is it. Nobody got it. So that means all 70 points are going to move over to next week, assuming there is a next week. We're going to post something up in our group tonight, I think, for discussion. We kept talking about it, never got around to it. I think tonight's the night. We'd love your input on it. So I guess we've got to find out who the winner is today, since no one got any points for the theme. You're gonna have to go to trivia.
I'll do what I want.
You do whatever you want. Don't let me, the person who designed that, affect you in any way.
I won't.
If you sort by that, there
I
you go.
can do it with my eyeballs.
All right, you can sort with your eyeballs.
The winner of tonight's game is Patrick.
Hey, Patrick! Well done. Let's see. There are also pretty famous Czech hockey players. Jaromir
Jaromir Jagr.
Jagr.
You were really close.
Yeah. He
It's
actually
just
did pretty good.
Jagr. There's no E in his last name.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Miroslav Satan. Satan. That's what it says. Satan is Slovak. I don't know how to spell that. You know how to spell
I
Satan.
know how to spell that, she said.
Yeah, you know how to spell Satan. Can you believe we didn't do shots? I am. Are you sure you didn't do shots? Can you believe we didn't do shots? I am. Did we give up when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
I am. So, okay, let's go over a list of who we have to send t-shirts to again. Patrick, Nico, Mordecai, and Ian.
Is that it? And then we have to get
And
one
then Barbine,
to
but we're not
Barbine,
mailing that.
who disappeared, by the way. How many people actually ended up participating in tonight? Because we have some hookers out there who are not participating.
12.
We had 12? Okay.
Well,
Trey didn't.
11. I took
And-
off a Trey.
Christina didn't. And Barbine didn't.
Oh. 10.
Right?
Because we have 13 total, but if you take off those 3, it's 10.
All right. Well, good. We're at least at 10 then. Congratulations,
Yes.
Patrick.
Hookers.
You hookers. All right. So we need an acceptance speech from you and a color for tomorrow's show. So let us know that. While you're doing that, I need to let you know about the business. The business is we do this every night at 7 o'clock, although that may change. So you're probably going to want to subscribe and follow either on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, or all three. Turn on your notifications because things might be getting a little changed up and a little dicey. So make sure you do that. If for some reason we cannot do the show, we will post that to our social media. Follow us at A Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. We're also going to be making a post tonight up on Another Wasted group on Facebook to talk about what the future of this show is going to look like. And we've got a few different options that we're thinking about, and we'd love your input on it. And then, yeah, this is all due. The reason that we did this was to keep the brand alive of the podcast called Another Wasted Hour. That is a weekly podcast. We've done like 140 plus episodes of it, absolutely free. You can go up to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and a number of other places. Just search for Another Wasted Hour. Subscribe, give us a review, add some stars. We would appreciate that. It's funny. It's got wacky news. We've got trivia. We've got musicians who are very talented from the DC area and other artists and things like that. So go check that out. I would appreciate it. If you don't want to commit to it, feel free to go up and check it out on YouTube, on Facebook, on our Facebook page there. You can also check out episodes in those places, or you can go to listen.anotherwastedhour.com and listen there if you don't want to like subscribe to anything. That's perfectly fine. We do have an acceptance speech. Do you want to read it or shall I?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
How did it?
I'd like to thank the Academy, my agent,
Mhm.
and all you wonderful people for participating in this communal madness. And as always, big thanks to Caitlin and Keith for putting this all together. I'd like a shade of green. Caitlin can pick one she likes.
There you go. All right. It will be
Go with a
green.
yellowy green.
A yellowy green, kind of a pea green. Got it. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow, everybody. A little bit of gonorrhea. Come check it out. It'll be fantastic.
Amazing.
It's, yes. Fingers crossed for more solid poops. Yes, absolutely. And fingers crossed for no solid peas. Also very important. Yeah, you don't want that. Oh, it is not fun. All right. We nailed blue violet. Caitlin did that for me because I'm colorblind. She's very smug about it. All right, everybody. That's
I do one thing well.
Hey, you do.
I don't do questions well. I pick the fucking color of the studio really well. I do it so well that Keith has me do it when I'm not even on the show.
Yeah.
He yells up the stairs and goes, "Hey, Caitlin,
Use
you
your
make
phone.
the studio green."
Oh, you know what I forgot? They wanted to do a speed run.
Oh.
Do you have time? Do you want to hang out, or do you
I
have
should
somewhere to
pee.
be? Go pee. All right. Do you want to do the speed run too?
Sure.
All right.
And then we have to go to the post office.
Sure. This seems like a weird day to do that. All right, let's see. What can we make happen? This is going to be, I'm going to try a tricky one. Let's see what I can come up with here. All right, I've got two. I feel real good about this. No one is on Facebook. That is true. All right, everybody, here we go. We're doing a speed run of Wikipedia to end the show. We're ending the show on this.
I almost tipped over.
As soon as somebody gets it, then we're signing off. That's how it's going to work.
Okay.
All right. We are starting with adenosine triphosphate. That is where we're starting. All right, everyone. Everyone get that into your chats. Get it into your browsers. Remember, if you do not know how this works, you can only use the links in the articles. Nothing from see also and below. Can't search in Wikipedia, can't search using the browser. You have to use the links. And once you've clicked on a link, you can't go back. You have to keep going through links. All right. Once I post the end spot, that is when the clock begins. So here we go. We're going to Warman, Saskatchewan.
Are we allowed to do search again? Or are we still, that's off?
No, we're not doing search at all. All right, there it is, everyone. We'll see if people stuck around. Usually I say that's it, and I wonder if people just disappeared. And they were like, nope, done. Nothing to see here anymore. All right, so there you go. The 9th largest city in Saskatchewan, Canada is where we're trying to end up. We're starting with an organic compound and hydrotrope that provides energy to drive many processes in living cells. Nico says, nope, just bad at this. Shaggy, it's not art. You just have to try, and you have to get out
All right.
we have to move out of obviously, like the first one's very small, right? It's like a chemical. So I think the way to do this is to move out of that. You have to like move back, look for places. If you can find places, then you can start building out of places and digging back into Canada. Shaggy, you can totally do this. All right, so we're doing a Wikipedia speed run. This is a thing that I found on the internet just a couple days ago. You start at one Wikipedia article. Here it's wiki/Indonesian triphosphate. And then using just the links in the articles, you have to try and get to wiki/Warman, _Saskatchewan. That is what we're looking for. Caitlin's way into it. Look at that. She's like in beers. Just so you know, we're now in beers. Even when it has nothing to do with what we're doing, she goes to beers. All right, let's see. I feel like maybe we should make it so that you can like search for things about these other places, but you can't get to it from there. Like what?
I don't know that much about beer in Canada.
Oh.
This is Central European, and since Canada is our favorite country in Europe.
That's good. There you go. Shaggy says the only beer is beer itself.
Oh.
You have like Molson, right? Is in Canada.
Yeah.
Foster's is Canadian for beer.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
All right, you're going to a Pilsner. You're gonna hit.
I don't know. I just guessed. I don't know anything about beer.
Ian says, I knew Canada was in Europe.
Oh, damn it! There's no link.
You found the word Canada?
I did.
But it's not linked?
It's not.
Oh, no.
And I'm not allowed to use
Melissa has...
C also.
Oh, that's the first link.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Why did you go to the first link? Did you go backwards? You start with the first link, you go to the second link. I'm very confused now what you're copying and pasting.
Ooh.
That is not a correct answer. That is... Did you get it, Melissa? Are you on Warman, Saskatchewan? Just hit Control A and it takes you to Canada. Nico says it's impossible. Melissa says, I'm confused too. Did you make
Okay,
it?
I'm so close.
Did you start on the
Kind
first
of.
page and then just end up back on the first page? You're like, done! I made it back! Nika says, I can hack the government, but I can't do this. This is great. This is how you know to hire people.
I so badly just want to hit Control F.
Oh my God, Melissa totally did. She started on the triphosphate and then ended on triphosphate.
Oh, that's funny.
And was like, nailed it. Oh, your poor brain. You overloaded it. That's terrible. Oh, Caitlin says she's very close. We've got beer in Canada. Beer in Canada. For some reason, she thinks Warman is a beer place in Canada, perhaps. She's hoping she can get out to Canada, maybe? Is that what you're looking for?
No, I'm looking for Saskatchewan.
Oh, Saskatchewan. All right. Oh, Emily's in Saskatchewan. She's out ahead of you. You got to catch up.
Don't yell at me.
That's part of the game. There's yelling involved. Oh, we got British Columbia. Let's see. This is a tough one. This is a hard one. A lot of...
I think I'm doing this the stupidest way possible.
Yeah. I feel like if you can go to Canada.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, and they don't have a link to Canada?
I didn't
From
see
Canada,
one.
Canadian beer?
Weird, right?
Yeah, that seems really bad. S awesome dude. No, we don't want to become famous. You're an asshole. Just so you know. There it
That's
is.
impolite.
I mean, they're just spamming us with their shitty site. So, no. I heard from a pretty reliable source that you are a murderer. Just so you know, awesome dude. That's what I've heard. It's unsubstantiated. It's just a rumor I've heard. But I've heard that if you sign up on bigfellows.com, they will come to your house and murder you. That's what they sell you. That's how you become famous, is that they murder you and then you're in the papers because of the murder. And that's how they make you famous. That's what I've heard. Don't know if it's true or not. Allegedly, that is the case. All right, where are you at? Let's see. Central Canada. We've got Central Canada.
This is terrible.
There's no Warman on the Saskatchewan page. And Nico says, awesome, dude. Tell me more. I would like to track your IP address. I like that Nico's like, I can't do a Wikipedia speed run, but I will track this guy's IP
I will
address.
track this motherfucker to his front door.
Oh, we've got provinces and territories.
Okay, finally.
Although we've heard that there's no Warman on the Saskatchewan
Yeah,
page.
so I'm trying to be clever.
We do know. Let's see. What do we know about it? It is the fastest growing municipality in the country. It's the 9th largest city in Saskatchewan. It is a bedroom community of Saskatoon. The current mayor is Cheryl Spence. I'm giving you guys things that you could work on here. Warman is the newest city in Saskatchewan, officially incorporated in October 27th, 2012. Let's see what people come up with. I like that it has history, but it's like just recently made a city.
Ah!
Oh, what? Got it! Oh, done. Caitlin has gotten it. There it is. That is the answer right there. How'd you get there?
Through Saskatoon.
Saskatoon. Ah.
I went through fermentation on the first article to beers, and then I found beers in Canada, and then I found provinces in Canada and got to Saskatchewan, and then I went to Saskatoon,
Mm-hmm.
and then it said In the history section, it said it was straddling the South Saskatchewan River between what is now Warman and Dundurn.
All right, there it is, everyone. That's the whole show.
Undefeated!
Undefeated. This is Caitlin. All right, tomorrow 7:00, Free for All Friday. Be here. We will be here as well. Until then, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Please take the appropriate steps to maintain your health, because these are trying times for that. And also, wanted to give a shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. So thank you for that. What is the final word of the show?
I'm so happy that I can't. Ebullient.
All right. So Caitlin is a Boolean. Hopefully tomorrow you'll be a Boolean when you join us for a Free for All Friday and maybe win it all. We will see you at 7:00 tomorrow night, everybody. Good night.
I won.